Hey there guys, so I want to welcome you to this video where I'm going to be discussing some of the basics to keep in mind when it comes to carb intake as it relates to muscle gain. So before I do get started, I do want to mention my website, which is bponlinefitness.com. On my website, you can find a ton of information as it relates to online fitness coaching, as well as free resources such as signing up to my email list for a free newsletter. And also you can check out my free blog that I upload to each and every week. So check all of that information out and be sure to leave any comments or questions that you have about anything I discuss on the topic of carbs and muscle gain. The reason why I want to discuss the topic of carbohydrates as it relates to muscle gain is because there are many misconceptions when it comes to this particular topic. The first point, of course, being is that carbs are generally bad. However, that's not necessarily true in a lot of ways. What I want to go over, of course, is some key points to keep in mind with carbs and muscle gain. The first point I do want to go over is, of course, carbs being a primary energy source for the body and effectively helping the body with resistance training and giving it the proper energy it needs and being able to, of course, perform workouts in an efficient manner. Not only is carbs very effective when it comes to helping with our overall resistance training or even high intensity interval training routine, but it's also very helpful for the recovery process. The recovery process of muscles post-workout is very important when it comes to muscle gain. A lot of people associate, a lot of the muscle gain process as it relates to just weightlifting itself. However, that's not necessarily true because muscle gain is primarily developed, of course, through recovery and through the repair of muscle tissue that is torn during workouts. And so carbohydrates is, of course, a macronutrient, and with it being a macronutrient, it's a nutrient we get a large amount of, and with that means that it's going to help with the recovery process. Now, there's different types of carbs to also keep in mind when it comes to understanding carbs for muscle gain. Understanding the difference between simple and complex carbs is very important. The reason people associate carbs with being bad is because they associate them with, of course, simple carbs. Simple carbs are found in more sugary and more refined sugared items. So this is anything that's more processed. You're going to likely find this in any type of food that is not like your traditional, normal whole food based item. Now, when you're talking about complex carbs, on the other hand, this is where you'll find the best energy source items such as brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes. These are all good items or good foods to include in your diet when it comes to helping with giving your body the proper energy it needs and helping to aid in the muscle recovery process. Thank you guys once again for taking the time to check out this video on understanding carbohydrates as it relates to muscle gain. And feel free to check out my website, of course, which is bponlinefitness.com, and leave a comment if you have any questions about this video or any other videos. Feel free to let me know. But thank you guys for taking the time to check this out, and I look forward to sharing more information with you guys soon.